Oh hey, what's up internet? Here we are in the Model Y, and I'm about to show you a really cool piece of camping kit that I have enjoyed owning, but I do sincerely wish I had gotten more use out of it given how useful it really is. My original Chuck Box camp kitchen. This is an amazing piece of gear that is eminently useful and capable for people who go camping and go overlanding. I've really enjoyed owning it, but I have to say that unfortunately I haven't gotten the best use out of it, and it's primarily because as well made and as thoughtfully designed as this piece of equipment is, it does not completely fit my use case. But I'll talk through why that is after I give you a brief tour of how I've set up my particular camp kitchen Chuck Box. Just in case you were maybe ever looking at this product and you wanted some ideas for how you could set up yours. So the first thing you'll notice is you have this hinge at the bottom here that secures the top lid. Really nice, satisfying latch in the way it turns. Take that off. The lid opens up. Now this lid is normally secured to the top of to these two hinges on the Chuck Box with these two pins. You can see here, this is how it works. You put this pin through. Oh, let me see if I can demo it. Can I demo it? There we go. So that's how the pin comes through. Comes around the other side. Loops. There you go. Now to undo it, pull up this pin like that. Pull that out. If both of them are out, it comes out like this. A reason why you would be able to remove this easily is because then when you turn this like that, it becomes a nice wash basin for holding your rinse water. Another thing that I kept in here on the top level is my expandable wash basin. So I've got two wash basins side by side here, two cutting boards, right? This wash basin I would typically use for rinsing out the dirty food, and then this larger one, the lid of the Yoke Chuck Box, I would keep the soapy water to completely wash off the dishes. It's a nice way to do things around the campsite. Here's my Happy Face scrub and some USB lighting I kept in here for some reason. So opening the front, this is what it looks like down here. From my right to my left, got bowls, got cups with a koozie so that you can put hot or cold beverages inside of these stainless steel cups and still be comfortable. Awesome Futurama blending. Who doesn't love Slurm? And then we got 4 plates. I'm able to fit 4 plates. I'm actually able to fit 4 bowls in here. I just only have 3 for some reason. And I stack them up this way. You figure out that there are neat ways to stack things so that they fit inside of these tighter spaces. Dish soap, hand soap, measuring cup, and back here I've got more camping cups, Uco cups that come with a mess kit. Kept them in here, but this is a great place to store cans, to store other kinds of dry food. As you will see, I've got this neat quick meal tasty bite, really easy to heat up on a pan or in a microwave, usually in a pan, but that's what I would use these 2 spaces for storing food in cans or in bags. We'll dig deeper in here. You'll see some of the cans that I have in here left over from the last trip. Diced tomatoes, and I think I have a can of beans. That goes in there. And then here, this little container came with the Yoke kitchen. This little container came with the Yoke kitchen, and it's a perfect place to store sauce, oil, vials, containers. I've got extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, soy sauce, rice vinegar, 2 empties. Haven't decided what to put in these, or never got around to deciding what to put in these. There's kind of placeholders. And then I have fish sauce. And down here in this cavity, I have a grab bag of other useful goods. Got the stove lighter, stirrer, spatulas, can opener, various other goods and items. And I found that if you stack those, depending on how you stack those, you can get this to still be level and optimize the amount of space that you put in here. Which leads over to the largest storage container in the bin, which is this slide out tray with your silverware. Got my spatula. I've got spoons, measuring spoons, fork, knives, chopsticks, etc. And when you pull this all the way out, set that on top, able to access the way I have organized goods in this setup, which is the ubiquitous deli containers. Able to fit one of these tall deli containers. I believe this is 32 ounces. Let's check if it's noted here. Yep, it says right there C32, C16, and this is 8 ounce. Let's see if the number's on there. C8. But this is basically the two combinations of how you can place these in here. I found that these 8 ounce containers are really good for storing spices. Like here I've got dried garlic, I've got salt, pepper, the usual staples. And this size is good for like the dry staples, in this case chia seed, quinoa. This size for other dry staples, in this case collagen. But you're able to get 3 of these in. You got 1, 2, 3. And I found that this is the best way to maximize your storage in this space of the Yoke Chuck Box. You just have to be careful about, there's a ledge here. So if you place things in here, they can tip like that, they can tip like that. It's not ideal because you need all of these guys to be perfectly flat and level in order to get your tray with your silverware back in securely. So as you can see, this Camp Kitchen Chuck Box is extremely useful. It's really well organized. It's really handy when you have a campsite and you just have this thing closed up like so, and you're able to grab it on either side and lift it up and just carry it, place it down. It works so awesome for outdoors camping, tent camping, boondocking. But where it's not awesome, sadly, is when you are self-contained car camping in a parking lot like we are now. So if you're in a parking lot in an urban setting, where exactly are you going to place this? That becomes the real challenge, because we already have the bed space laid out here. I don't have my mattress because I'm not car camping today, but for illustration purposes, I laid out my bed platform. This is the bed platform as it's designed to be used in the Fruble setup. And you can imagine, if I have my bed here, how am I also going to keep this chuck box here? If I have a bed laid out and I'm lying down here, or if it's me and Sean lying down here, because we're a couple, traveling as a couple, how do you keep this Yoke Chuck Box in the car? You can't really. But this brings me all around to my opening statement of this being a fantastic product, but not being 100% ideal for my particular use case, or for the general use case of van life more specifically. Because if you're in the van life or in your SUV life, living in a vehicle, staying out in urban spaces like this, urban boondocking, so to speak, you're not going to be in situations, the same situations you encounter when you're at campsite camping, where you're able to take all the stuff that's in your car out, put it onto picnic tables, campsites, and get yourself set up. And that's the main drawback with this. And one of the things that I truly wish I had been able to get more, like I wish I had been able to get more mileage out of this product, because it really is a fantastic product. It's just wasn't really well situated, or wasn't really well designed for my particular use case. And the product that is, unfortunately, or not unfortunately, but is what's right directly underneath it. That is the Fruble car camper, or Fruble Camper Lite. So I've collected a whole bunch of stickers, as you can see, that are here on my Fruble Lite. But everything that you can imagine, or not everything that I've showed you that was in this Yoke Camp Kitchen box, you could instead place in this drawer. This drawer on the Fruble rolls out. So you could have your silverware, you could have your spices, you could have some plates and bowls. In fact, I have my mess kits. These are like portable camping / backpacking equipment. And I've got my Tesla charger here. But when you pull this up, you also have access to your sub trunk, which right now my sub trunk is where I'm keeping my test camp mattress, as you can see. But if we were in a stealth camping situation where this is already laid out up there, then this could be another place where certain kitchen appliances, cooking apparatuses, and refrigerator and stuff exist. You also have access to these two supplementary storage spaces. Not sure if you can see it in frame and get it in frame. These two spaces. So it goes to show kind of a heads-up comparison between a product that is optimized for the campsite, for overlanding, and a product that is optimized for the van life and for urban stealth camping. That's the main thing I wanted to get to you guys today, and I just wanted to make a video about my Yoke Chuck Box because I really do appreciate this product, and I have enjoyed the adventures that I've gone on with this product, but moving forward, it doesn't look like I'll be using this product much more, because in the setup that we have developed for the Rivian R1S for our 6-month cross-country journey, this Yoke Chuck Box will not fit into the Rivian R1S, unfortunately. In the coming videos, I'll show you some of the ways that we've set up our camp kitchen that is mainly dwelling in the frunk of the R1S, and how we've got 2 12-gallon totes that store all of our appliances, and how I will redistribute all of the gear and all of the spices, food storage, plates, bowls, oils in this chuck box into that frunk-based camp kitchen for the R1S. I hope this has been insightful. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, if you feel like I earned it, please like and maybe even subscribe. Have a good one.